And welcome back to the FF14 Let's Play with me, Red Nova, and Captain Turbo.
Hello, everybody. And as you can see, we are about to start the next mission here. This is, I think, one of the missions for a summoner, for becoming a
yeah,
summoner.
yeah, the summoner job.
Yeah, I think so. Again, it's a
Just
while
the
back.
title of it, the austerities of flame.
And the flame creature does look like the one that you summon with the
Yeah,
summoner. So I'm 80% sure this is definitely something to do with the summoner class. So
yep, yeah, it just says summoners and
yeah.
what she's talking about. Yep,
Um,
edgy, yep.
so I believe this will be. I think this part will becoming been given the necessary equipment to become a summoner and the one to become a scholar. I think.
Yeah,
One thing I will point out right now, guys, and I'll probably bring it up at the end of the part. This will be the last post-com session for a little while. After this, I think the next post-com session we have is part 77. So, yeah, there's a long time before you will have to put up with us talking like this again. So next part, get ready for live commentary again.
yep,
Back in the past. Back in 2018 when we recorded it.
yeah.
Because by the time you see this, it'll be near the end of 2019. Actually, it will be December 2019, actually, in a few months.
Yeah, and by then Shadowbringers will have been out. I've played through it.
Shadowbringers will be out, Nova will have beaten it, and he may actually be over the 2,000 hour mark. Actually, I think you will, just purely for the fact that you'll probably end up getting brought back into the game when that comes out.
Yeah, it's not like I've left it now. It's just had times every now and then I just have to take a break from it so I don't get bored or
Which is
whatever.
perfectly understandable.
Yeah. And really, the whole Eureka thing in post Stormblood has kind of kept me in it right now. Well, that and decide to get in other classes or jobs that I haven't done before. Like I did with Marauder/Warrior, which I'm on right now. Or like before with Astrology, which has kind of become my favorite healing class. Since
Hey,
just
you
the whole,
mentioned that earlier, actually, I think.
yeah, just the whole buffs and healing with the cards.
Yeah, I think, obviously, I'll be sticking with Corellia for the entire Let's Play. I'll probably do, like... I've played... In my spare time, I've played a basic warrior. I've tried a couple of the different mages. I might just do, like, try an archer next time, actually. Something else I haven't tried yet. I gotta say, though, I mean... I'm glad 14 exists, because 14 has been a really good game. Like, for Final Fantasy. I would say post 10 is the best Final Fantasy game.
Actually, yeah, I will definitely agree with that.
10-2 was fun, but it was very... I didn't like the story. I haven't actually played it. I just talking story-wise. I like the music. I'm one of those weirdos that likes K-pop, what can I say? And J-pop and all that. I haven't played 11, so I can't make a thing on that. 12, I've tried watching the story of. It just fucking bores me. 13, the less said about that trilogy, the better.
Yeah.
And 15 had its good moments, but it also had a lot of really bad ones.
Yeah.
Oh god, 15, you was so on your way to being a fantastic game as well.
Yeah.
Although I was really happy when we finished the stream and I found out I didn't have to play through the fucking stealth section in chapter 13. I could play as Gladiolus and Ignis instead. That was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
I'm actually I was talking earlier about, like, obviously buying games for collection. I'm trying to find a cheap fucking version of Final Fantasy NES boxed. It is fucking difficult over here to find one for a decent price. I don't even particularly need a working cartridge. I just want one that's got the box and the manual.
Oh yeah, the See the character holding the Summoner's Soul Stone.
Flame
And
monster,
Summoner-
I choose you.
Yep. Ifrit AG. And you actually gotta fight.
Yep.
And one of the reasons I am considering going to Summoner around Arcanist is because later on down the line, you get the whole combo that eventually leads to the Dreadworm summon, also known as Bahamut. Which has interested me because I know some friend of mine has played Summoner quite a bit. And I always see that show up. It's like, okay, that looks interesting. You actually get a Bahamut in here that is not fucking trying to destroy the world because of Ashian ambitions and Alleg.
Yeah.
Corrupt Allegs trying to set apart their whole advances from many years ago.
And he's brought out the Crimson Nails.
Yep. And as soon as I see it, yep, invulnerables. Surprise me when it's
basically what you just gotta do is destroy the nails.
Yep. Yeah, the nails put the lines over to the boss, or as they also known as tethers.
This is why I like having Topaz out, because he'll keep attacking Ifrit, so
Right.
Ifrit's focus won't be on me.
Yeah, you can stay with the nails.
It's like I said, I wish you could have just kept Arcanist, you know, and you didn't have to switch over to Summoner or Scholar, and they just somehow adapted both into Arcanist. Well, unfortunately, that's not what they did, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still the only class in the game that splits into two different jobs. Yet they both level up at exactly the same time.
I just had to pick the fucking one of the strangest fucking classes to go with, didn't I, for this Let's Play? Really regretting that. Actually, just thinking about it, we would have been doing like final preparations for this Let's Play about a year ago now, before we started.
Yeah.
And we're actually deciding what classes to be and all that.
Yep, so the classes, what we were gonna plans for characters and races and all that stuff.
Alright, so the summon is down.
Yep.
That fucking EXP bar has barely moved since we began the 3.5 parts ago.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Then again, you're doing a level 30 quest at
yeah,
7, but even then. Also, like game's way of being, don't rely on these quests to constantly level you up at this point. You need to do dungeons or Palace of the Dead or whatever else.
Oh god, we're gonna have to get back to that at some point. Fucking
I don't think I've been Palace of the Dead.
We cannot.
Actually, I did go back and beat the Palace of the Dead with some other people in my other group there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's one of those things though where we can't just do it as a 2-man band. We need.
We need at least 3, if not 4.
Yeah. I always say the dungeons are the best part of this game.
Yep. So I recommended the 2 optional dungeons for our fun stream at some point, or fun portion that we do at some point, because
indeed
they're both optional, but they're ones I recommend. One of them is actually a hard mode dungeon of one you already had you unlocked, but it's actually the one hard mode dungeon I actually like in terms of the other ones, because the other ones are either somewhat forgettable or could just not care about them whatsoever. Or in some cases really don't like them, like Amp It or Keep Hard.
To be fair, like I said, I haven't actually touched the game in months. I might just boot it up and do a little bit of level grinding off screen, obviously, in the near future. I don't actually need it yet, but it never hurts to be a bit higher level.
Yeah, it's just less you have to do later on. Once the levels actually start becoming a thing in the story again. And yep.
This thing reminds me of Boldor from Pokemon Gen 5, actually. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, Boldor, yeah, I do.
Obviously a yellow version, but it does look like it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think Boldor was one I actually used at one point.
I actually had one. That unfortunately, to get like the last one of that, you need to trade it. It was the first Pokemon trade evolution I ever got. Although it's not my favorite. My favorite of those are Dust Noir. I love Dust Noir. It doesn't get enough love. My favorite ghost type.
And mentioned here about the Allegan Empire, which I said earlier.
Indeed.
Which is just a backstory in this game that happened before this game supposedly timeline started out when we started playing it.
Is 14 set in the same world as any other Final Fantasy game? Because I know there's a couple where they're connected somewhat, but I 14 I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I've seen some FF12 connections in here. I've seen Tactics connections in here, mainly from Post Stormblood, but now I'm seeing from Eureka. I'm starting to realize there's more FF5 connections in here as well.
Just to clarify to everyone, we're not talking about like, like little Easter eggs or tidbits and stuff like that. We're talking about an actual world connection where this could either be like a prequel or a
there is
sequel
actually found out in Stormblood, the eastern portion of the world, or in eastern Eorzea or whatever, the Far East.
Yeah.
There is a place called the Damascus Desert and the Royal City of Rabanastre, which was FF12 things.
Yeah.
And there's also the Ridorana Lighthouse, which is also FF12.
To be fair, I'm
there's the Orbon Monastery, which is Tactics.
To be fair, I'm not a fan of 12 stories, I've already said. But the aesthetic of the games do look similar enough that you could see them set in the same world.
Yeah. And there was some flashbacks in Eureka. I've seen characters that are recognizable from 5. Cough, the Dawn Warriors cough.
Isn't 10 and 10-2 connected to 7? Because there's that kid in 10-2 called Shinra, isn't there, who plans to start up a business.
Oh, Shinra.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if that was just a coincidence or not.
Again, I'm not too knowledgeable about it myself. It's just something I remember hearing. Excuse me. As you see, we got Summon, so we can technically become a summoner now.
Yep.
Summoner
unlocked.
Summoner unlocked. Don't expect to see that for a while.
Summon Ifrit EG.
And unfortunately, the next one is locked.
Which is funny, because it said available at level 35, and you're 37. Oh! I think I remember why it's locked, because you're still an Arcanist yet.
Yeah, it's because I'm still an Arcanist.
Yeah, you didn't equip the Summoner's Soul Stone. That's just, once you start getting into those single job quests, you have to have the Soul Stone on at that point.
Yeah, I don't think... Listen, I don't come back... I don't actually know if I come back and do any of these. I think I come back and do maybe a handful later on. I think my next destination is to get the Scholar as well, though. I think.
Yeah. And actually, I think Scholar might be in the same building. It's... maybe.
We're going to find out soon anyway. I think I've actually got to head... I was going to say to the Arcanist Guild.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a different quest line, so...
Oh yeah, there was the other one I saw.
Yeah, if I recall, you actually gave me instructions about how to get these, so I was just following the guide that you told me to do. Oh, we finally fucking hit the 100,000 mark on the XP bar as well, finally. Took long enough. I know we've probably talked about this before, but what would you want out of FF16 whenever that gets announced? What would you like to see in terms of gameplay, story, like setting, lore, and stuff like that?
I haven't really thought about 16 other than if they do it similar to 15, do it like the first half of 15, not like the second half, for heaven's sakes.
I wouldn't even mind a more linear experience, but keep the gameplay of 15. Like, the battles of 15 are definitely more interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Please work on your characters and not make them too either generic or bad. And Don't do time travel for the love of God. You cannot pull off time travel, Square Enix. Stop trying to do it. I'd like to see
Yeah,
them
the
go
last
for... Sorry?
game that you pulled off time traveling was Chrono Trigger years back, and haven't done well since then.
As for like a set in lore type of thing, I'd actually wouldn't mind seeing like another attempt at the steampunk version from like 7 again.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Then again, we're getting the 7 remix, so no, I guess that wouldn't be
Yeah.
necessary. Actually, we haven't had a proper like medieval style Final Fantasy game for a while in 3D especially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that again. No, all I know is that Dragon Quest is starting to catch up to Final Fantasy in terms of numbers. So, well, what are they on now? Like 11, I think.
11, yeah.
Speaking of which, have you played that yet? Have you played Dragon Quest 11 yet?
I've played it some, I haven't beaten it though.
I need to give that series another chance. I mean, the first one, I admit, is probably not the best way to get into the franchise, and from what I hear, 9 is probably one of the least liked as well, so that's the only
Yeah,
other
one
one
of
I
the ones
have.
I thought was a good one was Dragon Quest 4.
A lot of
'Cause it
people
has
swear
the-
by
like
7
the-
and 8.
Yes, I would definitely swear by 8. Because 8's probably my second favorite title behind 5.
Although with RPGs, I think I have forgot a game I have slightly been playing is a JRPG called Trails of Cold Steel. Basically, it's like anime school setting type of thing. Like it's actually kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII. You know, you got like students fighting war like mercenaries and stuff like that. It's actually been really good. Might let's play it or something in the future. But of course, I've already said I'm going to be doing Smash for the next long while. Just a bunch of Kirby at the beginning, and then we'll switch out a bit.
Yeah.
And just let the little pink fucker eat everything and everyone.
It looks like we have what looks to be a Lalafell Marauder here.
I thought you were going to say Lolly then. I thought
No.
he's trying to summon Opie.
No. Lalafell's in the short race in this game. The short dudes.
I'll be honest, dude, I can never remember. It's a shame because I really do like the idea of this game. I just, when it comes to the lore and stuff, I'm struggling so hard to remember the names of everything in this game.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that a lot of them are hard to pronounce either.
Yeah.
Actually, it's something I should probably ask you about now. I mean, in terms of Final Fantasy VIII, we've got quite a few summons. Do you think I've got enough now that we can just skip out on the others and start heading towards like main plot for the rest of it, or do you think I need to get something else? Bear in mind, I think I got everything up to and including the Alexandria summon, or GF, I should say.
Or Alexander GF, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any other ones you need to actually
Obviously,
get.
there's a few of them like Odin and stuff, but
yeah, I would recommend going for
Conrad.
Odin because of the grind it takes for that.
Yeah, I mean, there is a bunch of stuff.
Or at least-
The plan, I even went back and watched like the earlier episodes before they uploaded. The plan was
Yeah.
always just to get through the main
If there were-
story. So
Yeah, if there was an optional GF enemy, get probably just Bahamut because that'd be, and even then you have to do that right, otherwise you annoying high level Ruby Dragon enemies. So even then, I probably would say no to that.
well, basically, if it's like part of a boss fight where I just need to summon it, draw it. I'll probably try and get it, but
Yeah,
if I need to go out my way, I'm probably not gonna bother.
yeah, I wouldn't bother then because for Bahamut it's actually an optional.
Plus, you don't actually get anything for getting all the GFs in the game, so.
Yeah,
Like I said, my only real goal in 8 was to finish the game, so I never have to play it again. But I'll say this, and we said it during the Let's Play. In terms of gameplay-wise, I've actually grown a tiny bit of a soft spot for a gameplay-wise anyway.
Yeah.
Story still sucks, as does characters.
Yeah.
We all grew up in an orphanage, and we don't forget because of plot convenience. Alright, so apparently we have a bit of a army to take down, I suppose.
Yeah.
Have at the news. I'm starting to get a headache because my mouth gets painted before I go to bed tonight. So, I know we talked about it earlier, but we'll just bring it up again. Haven't decided what you're going to do for your next stream, then?
Yeah, I haven't really decided on it yet. If I do FF14, I might show off some of Eureka at some point, just to show what it looks like.
Shadowbringers, I suppose, as well, if you want to.
Yeah. Eventually I'll do once it comes out. Because the whole Eureka thing is more than just like one duty, it's actually several. You got Eureka Amos, you got Eureka Pagos, Pyros, and then I think after. And plus it has its own leveling too. You go in there as a level 70, but because you're Eureka, you start at elemental level, so it means when you first do it, you start at 1, and you gotta work your way up.
Oh, fuck. My phone was sliding down my leg. I went to grab it and I punched myself in the balls.
Oh.
Oh, I caught myself. Oh, fuck, that stings really, really badly.
I had that where one day I got up in the middle of the night and I stubbed my toe on something near the TV, and oh, that freaking hurt.
Oh, that's never fun.
No. It was a little toe too.
Oh, that's the worst one as well to have it happen to. It seems so. Oh, sorry, fucking ballsack is killing me right now. It's just I was talking to my mom downstairs the other day, and we have this like puffy thing. I don't know what the hell you guys call them. And I just went forward, cracked my fucking toes on it because it's really heavy, and holy shit, that was painful. It was like my two of my middle toes, and oh god, I just started saying cunt. It was painful, and it was quite funny actually on retrospective, but it's never fun to duck your toe, especially in the middle of the night.
Oh, there's the soul stone for Scholar.
And we get Tinkerbell.
Yep, because you get the little fairy buddy here.
So yeah, apparently these parts were to build up towards becoming a summoner and a scholar, or at least gaining the access to them anyway.
Yep.
I actually thought this was much later on. I didn't realize it was this early on in the Let's Play.
Yeah, I think the reason why I had you try to class with 14, you can only do this early on. Once you get to a certain point, there's no way you could get away with that anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately,
you had to go to a job.
Unfortunately, I did stick with my Arcanist for quite a long while after this. So I did try out both off screen and stuff, but I just couldn't really mesh well with either. And eventually, I ended up just after we finished the main plot. The main plot of Realm Reborn, anyway.
Yeah.
I just ended up getting a brand new job class altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, you tried out different things eventually.
I tried out a few different things. I found one that's somewhat similar enough to Arcanist that it was good enough for me to use, but it was different enough that it was still new, but
it kind of fit what you wanted to do a bit better than what Arcanist and Scholar and Summoner did.
Yeah, I always want to make sure. Here's the thing: for the Let's Play, I wanted to make sure I got a class where I could at least heal myself if the worst came to the worst.
Yep.
I will admit I do miss Carbuncle, though. I can't use him with my current
no
quest. I did have Carbuncle for a very long time. Both Emerald and Topaz.
Yeah.
Or Glaceon and Jolteon is why I like to call them as well.
Jeez.
I suppose, I think, to end the part, we're just going to head back to the Arcanist skill at this point.
Yeah.
We've got like 4 minutes left anyway, so...
Or in this case, actually finish up at the Marauders Scholar. Finish. Recent.
Oh yeah, because it was part of the Marauders thing, wasn't it?
Well, it's a Scholar thing. Scholar thing.
Base, obviously, you have to go to the Marauders Guild.
Yeah, well, mainly to talk to this guy because
Yeah.
he's a Marauder, so... Pretty much hanging out with the people in the same class as him.
Actually, what is Marauder? Is it like a tank?
Yeah, Marauder's a tank, yeah.
I might try one of those in like my spare time.
Yeah. Yeah, Marauder and Gladiator are tanks.
Plus, I just love the word Marauder. I think it's fucking awesome.
Yep.
A fantastic word.
Marauder turns from the class into the warrior job.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I think I'll actually try out Marauder in my spare time at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually done what I've been doing recently. It did seem crazy to me early on, but once you start getting more moves, it does get better. And I actually have really enjoyed playing as it right now. Yeah, I think I'll just have to learn now is like the whole mechanics of tanking as opposed to what you've been doing before, because there is a different element to it. So if you do try it, let me know and I'll give you some advice on that.
Fair enough. Alright, so 2.5 minutes left, and I think we got a...
Basically, you're telling the enemies, yeah, come at me, bitch. And you make them attack you so that they stay off your teammates and stuff.
Alright, so I don't know what the next 2 minutes is full of, because obviously we just gained both Summoner and Scholar. As I said, and I'll bring this up now, obviously, we will be back to live Let's Play stuff next part, obviously set last year, so we'll probably talk, we've talked completely out of order, to be fair, so we'll probably be talking about stuff that happened last year. In the next part and stuff. I suppose right now I'm just having a look. If I honestly have no idea what it is I'm doing at the moment. I'm maybe finding new spells. I think at this point I was trying to figure out how to, use both the Scholar and the Summoner.
Maybe.
But I couldn't remember. But here's the thing: I didn't actually know how to do it, and
Yeah.
after so long, I think I decided to quit the part and just check up online how I did it. Yeah. I'm looking for everything at the moment. I'm completely confused, I believe. So yeah, this is basically just me embarrassing myself yet again. So yeah, it's been an interesting one. Got a minute left, I guess. Thanks for joining me as always, Nova, for these things. Shame I didn't make it back in time before we finished.
Oh well.
And like I said, the next post-com session will be parts, a couple of parts in the late 70s, I believe. If I can probably have a look now, like the next, 77 through the 81, and then there's a couple more after that. But we've got like probably 7 or 8 more videos post-com for a year or two to go.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is me still trying drastically to get something to work, and it's not working. Embarrassing. I assume at the next part you must tell me or something. I guess I'll find out in part 57 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Alright, people, got 10 seconds left, so thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time, and until then, sayonara.
Yep. See ya.
Do 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 do.